Hello everyone, my name is Heather and welcome to the channel Bookables and welcome to my blue chair I have in my living room. I wanted to be comfy in this video because I'm doing a tier ranking. I read 94 books in the year of 2024 and I thought I was going to do a video of like just telling you every single book I read, what I rated it, you know, but I was like, you know what, I'm going to do a fun tier ranking because I think that would be fun to categorize them. So that is what we are doing today, my friends. So I have created 6 different like tabs of categories of what I want to rank these books that are. So I'm gonna start with the least favorite because, you know, whatever. I put new phone who dis because this means I have no recollection about this book. Don't ask me what the characters' names are. Don't ask me what the plot really entails. Like I have no memories of reading this, you know. Next up is I Want to Forgive You and I Want to Forget You from the classic reality show The Hills.
So I really do. I want to forgive you, and I want to forget you.
I don't watch much reality shows, but the ones I do are rooted in MTV. This is the classic when Heidi told. This is the classic with Lauren this is the classic when Elsie told Heidi, "I want to forgive her, I forget you." Means I really didn't like you, and I want to forgive it, and I want to move on. Like I just did not like these books; they were just not for me, and I want to kind of see them later. Next up is We Were All Rooting for You by, this is from Tyra Banks in America's Top Model when she went off on one of those models. This is, I was rooting for you. We were all rooting for you. Disappointing books. Books I was expecting to really, really love, but let me down immensely. I was rooting for it and it let me down, you know. Then I have It's Not Bad, and this is from Jersey Shore. That's another guilty pleasure of mine when Snooki's like eating a freaking raw potato. She's like, it's not bad. These are the
My God.
That's not bad. That's not bad. That's not bad.
That's not bad.
middle of the road books for me. They're just like, it wasn't amazing. It wasn't horrible. It wasn't bad. It was okay. It was an okay read. I think this is going to be the most of them. Then I have I Love You, You Idiot from Gilmore Girls when Rory tells Dean this. And
because I love you, you idiot.
this is just books I really, really enjoyed, but they weren't quite a full 5 stars, hence the you idiot part. And then, of course, I have I Burn, I Pine, I Perish from my favorite movie of all time, 10 Things
I burn, I pine, I perish.
This like Shakespeare quote, like I love this book. It was amazing, everything I wanted and more. So yeah, those are my categories. And let's get into the 94 books I read, starting off with Fangirl Down. I Want to Forgive You and I Want to Forget You. It wasn't that great. I'm not a big fan of Tessa Bailey books nowadays for some reason. They just haven't hit me the same as her old ones. That could be just me. Then the next 4 books I have, these are all novellas when Amazon came out with their like Valentine's Day short story collection. They were all really great, but like as a whole, are they amazing? No, I'm just going to put them all in It's Not Bad. They were good. They're just not, you know, novellas, sometimes they just don't stick with you as much as full-length novels do. You know what I'm saying? No One Can Know. Ugh, I Want to Forgive and I Want to Forget You. This is by Kate Alice Marshall. This is my second adult Kate Alice Marshall book I've read where I did not enjoy it, so I've just given up on it. I just do not enjoy her adult thrillers, so there's that. My Lucky Charm, I think it's by Courtney Walsh. It wasn't bad. It was like a really cutesy St. Patrick's Day kind of book. Like if you were just a seasonal reader and want like a book for St. Patrick's Day or Valentine's Day, Courtney Walsh is the author for you. Was it memorable? No, but it was cute. Likewise with Done and Dusted by Lila Sage. It was okay. It wasn't bad. It's not my favorite in the series so far, and it's really not my favorite series. Gosh. But it's okay. First Down, I think it's by Grace Riley. I read this one on a whim. I'm going to forgive you. No, you know what? New phone, who this? I have no clue what this was about. I think it was about 2 characters in college, and he was playing football, and that is all I know. No clue. No clue. First Fly Wins by Ashley Elston. This did make it on my top 10 list of 2025, but I'm not going to put it in I Burn, I Pine, and Perish. I don't think it's that. I'll put it in I Love You, Idiot. The Rule Book by Sarah Adams. I will also put that one in I Love You, Idiot. That was a really good one, too. Second Chance Romance. Cute. The Breakup Tour by Emily Wibberley and Austin Seymour broke up. I'm going to put that in We Were Rooting for You. I was really hoping to like this because it was very much inspired. Like, it's about Taylor Swift. Let's be real here. It's about her, and she has a second chance romance with a guy she used to date. Now he's a musician on her tour. The Rom-Com by Devin No, I don't know who this is by. New phone, who this? All I can remember about it, it was about like, it was kind of like how to lose a guy in 10 days, pretty much. That's all I remember about it. It was cute. I don't remember much about it. Funny story by Emily Henry. I burn, I pine, I perish. I love Emily Henry. She is my jam. I adore her. I really, really do. Mile High by Liz Tomforty. This one, I'll put it, it's not bad. It's the first book in the series and my least favorite, I would say. I just didn't love it as much as I wanted to. The Rom-Conners by Catherine Center. I will also put it, it's not bad. I told you this one's going to be so many. I don't know. Catherine Center, I used to really enjoy her books. Now I feel like they're just okay. They're more women's fiction than rom-com, which I don't know why she always gets nominated for like romance category in Goodreads. I don't get it, but who's to say? Bride by Allie Hazelwood. I burn, I pine, I perish. I freaking ate this jank up and left no crumbs. Vampire, werewolf, steamy times. Summer Romance by Annabelle Monaghan. I'll put in it's not bad. It was cute. It was literally what the title said, a summer romance. It was cute. Love Letters to a Serial Killer. I Want to Forgive You and I Want to Forget You. I really was hoping to love that book. I'm not even going to put me in a disappointment one because I wasn't expecting to be 5, but I was hoping to have a fun time with it, you know? And it just did not. No. At First Bite by Olivia Dade. I'll put in it's not bad. It's not my favorite Olivia Dade book, but she always has great plus-size representation, which I always appreciate. Heartless Hunter by Kristen Sisler. I'm going to put We're Rooting for You. Everyone and their mother was talking about this book. It's on a lot of people's favorites list this past year, and I just don't get it. It is a YA book, which I think is a strike against me because I went into it thinking it was an adult, like, fantasy romantasy, and it was a YA one, and it definitely read like a YA, but I just still did not enjoy it, so you know, I went into it with very high expectations. This is The Match by Sarah Adams. It was kind of a re-release, and it was okay. It's not one of my favorite Sarah Adams books. Love Theoretically by Allie Hazelwood. I actually really like this one. I Love You, Idiot. I'll put it in that one. It's not like a favorite, but I did really enjoy it. Wild Love by Elsie Silver. I'm also going to put it's not bad. I just think her books are too long, honestly. That is my biggest gripe with her books. They're just so freaking lengthy. Practice Makes Perfect, though, by Sarah Adams. That jank's going to go right in I Burn, I Pine, I Perish. My favorite Sarah Adams book. You can't tell me any other thing. You know. The Au Pair, whatever. I Want to Forgive You and I'll Forget You. The second Tessa Bailey book. I just did not enjoy this sports romance series. I didn't like any of the characters. I wasn't a fan of the romances. I'm not jiving with the series. It Had to Be You by Elijah Brangier. I don't know how you say it. I Love You, Idiot. This was such a fun, like, 2 contract killers have to off each other, but then they also kind of fall in love. It's so out of left field. Like, you really have to suspend your disbelief, but it was a fun time. So I enjoyed it. What Have You Done by Sherry LaPena. New phone, who this? Look, I have read a lot of Sherry LaPena books, and I do enjoy them. They're kind of popcorn thrillers, I guess you could say, and also a good palate cleanser. Like, if I want to read a quick, fast thriller, I'll pick up but 9 times out of 10, I don't remember much about them. There's only been a couple that I've really, really enjoyed. This one, I have literally not one single clue what it was about. Not one. Just like Happily Never After by Lynn Painter. I did not like this one at all, and I don't remember anything about it. It had something to do with weddings. That's all I got. Summer of 69 by Ellen Hildebrand. I'm going to put that, it's not bad. It wasn't a favorite, but I did enjoy it, and I could see why people really enjoy her books. Nothing Like the Movies by Lynn Painter. We were all rooting for you. We all loved Better Than the Movies, myself included. It's one of my favorite YA rom-coms, but Nothing Like the Movies did not need to be written, and I'll say that forever. That's my opinion. Much like Today, Past, Present, Future, it was not bad. It just, again, kind of like Nothing Like the Movies. This is another YA sequel. It didn't need to be written. The story did not need to go on. I felt like the book was completed, you know? The Wedding People. Oh my gosh. I Burn, I Pine, I Perish. I love that book. Talk about a book I went into with 0 expectations but came out loving. That is that one. Home Run Proposal. Who is this even by? New phone who this? I have no clue. I know I read it because I did a baseball romance reading vlog last year. I think this is a new adult romance and baseball, and that's all I know about that one. Yeah. Caught Up by Liz Tomford is another baseball romance book. I'll put that, it's not bad. It's not my favorite of the series, but it's not horrible. Ready or Not by Carrie Bastone. I Burn, I Pine, I Perish. That was so freaking cute. I adored the mess out of that. So cute. If I Hate You. I Want to Forgive You and I Want to Forget You. I loathe that book. Easily my least favorite book of the entire year. And I do not say that lightly. I don't get it. I don't get it. Phantasma. Oh, I'm going to put this. I Love You, Idiot. I really enjoy this. Wasn't expecting to like it as much as I did. It's like kind of a dark romance, but not super dark because I'm not into that. But it was good. I really did enjoy it. Fang Fiction. We were all rooting for you. This one sounded so cool. It was a vampire premise. I read a book by this author before, so I was really hoping to love it. It just was too much going on into it. I feel like it was trying to do 50 different things and didn't really successfully do one of them. That's just my opinion. If you enjoyed it, like any of these books I mentioned, that's great. I just did not like them, and that's okay. The Spell Shop. Oh, I'm going to put that in I Love You, Idiot. Super cute. Just a cozy, kind of witchy fantasy book. Nothing, you know. Ooh, The Right Move. I'm going to also put in I Love You, Idiot. This is another book in that Windy City series by Liz Tomford, and still to this day, my favorite book in this series. I think it's the second one, and I've read all of them so far. It's really good. Just for the Summer. This was my favorite book of 2024. Hello. Come Stay and I Burn, I Pine, I Perish. You're welcome here for forever. I adore you. Somewhere Beyond the Sea by TJ Klune. I'm going to put We Were All Rooting for You. I did not enjoy this one nearly as much as the first one. And this again is a case of, did this book need to be written? And for me, I don't think it did. It was nice revisiting the characters, but I really don't feel like this whole book was about. It was more about like debating and the government, and I get that, that's crucial and important, but it just wasn't as heartwarming and adorable as the first one, and I might be the only one to say that, but that's how I feel. The Catch by Amy Lee. I'm gonna put that, and it's not bad. I was gonna put in I Love You, Idiot, but I don't think I like really enjoyed it. It was cute. It was a cute enemies to lovers romance. Jeanette McCurdy's I'm Glad My Mom Dead. I'm going to put that in I Burn, I Pine, I Perish, okay? It wasn't on my top 10. It wasn't my honorable mentions video, but this is a very important memoir. I think could benefit from anyone listening. Listening to it was amazing. She went through a lot. I thoroughly enjoyed it. It was also hard to read. So Thirsty. We Were All Rooting for You. Another one of my least favorite books of this year, last year, whatever it was. There was like a lot of vampire books that came out at the tail end of 2024, and I am a vampire fanatic. I love vampires. So whenever there's a book about vampires, I'm like, yes, give it to me. I will devour it. And I gotta say, all the ones I read this year, other than Bride, were not it for me. I think So Thirsty was just, it's mainly about friendship. One of the friends was horrible. That's all I'll say because I felt like I've talked about it a lot. The Kiss Curse by Erin Sterling. New phone who this. I don't remember much about it. I don't think it was that great. It's not that it was horrible. I don't remember anything about it. The Paradise Problem by Christina Lauren. I'm going to put it, it's not bad. It's not one of my favorites. I feel like they just kind of go up and down with books, and right now I'm kind of on a downward trend with them. This one I will say was my favorite of their recent releases, so there's that. This is Get Your Life Back. This is a nonfiction Christian book. I'm going to put that in I Love You, Idiot. I did really enjoy it. It was more about like embracing the simplicity of life while trying to get in a relationship with God, and I really enjoyed it. Powerless by Elsie Silver. I Want to Forgive and I Forget You. I did not enjoy this one. I think this was book 3. I thought I was really going to enjoy it because there was a whole bunch of buildup in the first 2 books about these characters, and then we got their book, and I was like, this is just not that great for me, so... Heartless is the second one in this series, and I did really enjoy that one. I'm going to put that in It's Not Bad. It's not my favorite of the series, but it's a really good one. It's like kind of an age gap, enemies to lovers romance that I did enjoy. Listen for the Lie by Amy Tintera. It's not bad. It wasn't one of my favorite thrillers I've read this year, but it wasn't one of the worst ones I've read. It was a solid one. So there's that. Wildfire by Hannah Grace. New phone, who this? I have no clue what this was about. I have no clue. I'm not on. This is the second Hannah Grace book I've read. I'm not on the hype train. I don't think her books are for me, so I'm not going to continue on with them, and that is totally okay. So if you like them, that's great too. Sorry about that. From Luke Off with Love by Mariana Zapata. I'm gonna put that. It's not bad. It's not amazing, but it's not anywhere near The Wall of Winnipeg for me. This is about figure skating, couple get together. If you want slow burn, very, very long romance, read her books. Sorry. The Teacher by Frida McFadden. I want to forgive you and I want to forget you. I can't get on board with this. I do not like her books. I think they're easy to read, yes. The plot, the twists sometimes are predictable, but sometimes are good. I just don't like the writing at all. So I don't think I need to read any more of her books, and I'll be okay with that. A Novel Love Story by Ashley Boston. I'm going to put in We Were All Rooting for You. I love Ashley Boston romance books. This one did not, no, I don't. It just was trying a lot and it didn't flourish, I guess you could say. It just wasn't a great one. The Art of Catching Feelings. Oh, this was cute. I'm going to put that in. It's not bad. It wasn't amazing, but it's a cute baseball romance that I would recommend. Then we have A Fate Inked in Blood. I'm going to put again, We Were All Rooting for You. Another book that I was really excited for. It's like a Viking adult romantasy, but it was boring and not a lot happened. So there's that. The 5-Star Weekend by Ellen Hildebrand. I will put this in I Love You, Idiot. I did enjoy this one immensely a lot. Like, it was just a very interesting, like, it was more about women my age, a little bit older, and, you know, I did like it. Meanwhile, like with The Midnight Feast, I haven't heard anybody talk about this by Lucy Foley, and I get it because Lucy Foley is, again, kind of a roller coaster author, as most authors are, because just like listening to, albums artists put out, you're not going to enjoy every single album. You're going to like one more than the other, etc., etc. I have not loved the past couple Lucy Foley books, but I really enjoyed The Midnight Feast, and I don't feel like I hear a lot of people talking about it. Remarkably Bright Creatures is going definitely, and I Burn, I Pine, I Perish. A human befriending an octopus? Heck freaking yes. Tell me more. Cross the Line. New phone, who this? I think it's literally about racing, and that is all I remember about it. Not a single clue. Much like Home Where the Bodies Are by Geneva Rose. I bought this because it has a VHS on the cover, and I am a 90s child. I was born in 88, so I am a child of the 90s. So if I see a book that has a VHS tape on the cover, take my money. This was a thriller. I have no clue what it was about. Not one. Business Casual by B.K. Borson. I'm going to put that, it's not bad. It wasn't my favorite of the series, but it wasn't horrible. Lost Story by Meg Schaefer. We Were All Rooting for You. My favorite book of 2023, a couple years ago, was The Wishing Game by her. Loved it, obsessed with it. So I was very much anticipating The Lost Story, and I did not like it. I just didn't. Haunted Ever After by, I think it's by Ginger Luca. New phone, who this? I have no clue what this is about. I think a romance in Florida with ghosts, I think. That's all I know. In the Weeds by B.K. Borson. I will put this in I Love You, Idiot. I love this one. I was not expecting to love it as much as I did, but I ate it up. Likewise with Dinner for Vampires by Bethany Joy Lenz. Another great audio memoir that I would highly recommend listening to. I enjoyed it. Birding with Benefits. It was okay. I read this because 2024 was my year of getting into my old grandma hobbies. I flower garden and I started feeding the birds and becoming quite obsessed with bird watching. So I read the book. Was it amazing? No, but I loved reading about the different birds. I like birds now. It is what it is. I'm 36 going on 80, folks, and I don't mind a single bit. Reckless by Elsie Silver. That's going on I Love You, Idiot. This is my favorite book in the series thus far. I was not expecting to love it as much as I did. In fact, I was expecting to be like, this is not that great. Freaking ate it up. Love it. Just, oh, so good. If you don't read any book in the series, read that one. Do it. Unbearably Yours. This one was, I'm going to put it's not bad. It's a cute, fallish romance. It was cute. The Third, Gilmore Girl. This is what started my audiobook listening to again for this past year. So I'm going to put it in I Love You, Idiot. And because my favorite show of all time is Gilmore Girl. So there you go. The Last One at the Wedding by Jason Rekulak. I Want to Forgive and I Want to Forget You. It just wasn't that great. It's not memorable as much as his first book that I read called Hidden Pictures, but that's just me. Catch and Keep by Aaron Hahn. I love you, idiot. Super cute romance that has a special needs parents, and it's like an underrated romance in my opinion. Another great fallish one. My Vampire Plus one. I Want to Forgive and I Want to Forget You. I really enjoyed My Roommate as a Vampire, but I did not like the sequel at all. It was okay. It wasn't anything to write home about. Much like Primetime Romance. Actually, I'm going to put that one in We Were All Rooting for You because I was really hoping to love this one because I read This Spells Love by her the year before and loved it. This one's kind of like an ode to Dawson's Creek. It's very much like Dawson's Creek. Like even in her dedication, it's like, to whoever made Joshua Jackson wear that sweater, thank you. And I'm like, yes. So I appreciated it for that regard, but it just let me down as far as like a, I guess, 90s nostalgia factor. The Cinnamon Bun Bookstore. It wasn't bad. I've learned with these books that they're not going to be amazing. I think, and I'm just going to go ahead and say it, and you're going to throw rocks at me, so I'll prepare. I think the best part of these books are the covers. I'll see myself out. A Dark and Secret Magic by Wallace Kinley. I adored this book for some reason, so it's going into I Burn, I Pine, I Perish. I just loved it. It's a quiet book. There's some books I read that I can't really put a pinpoint of why exactly I loved it, but I just love the feeling I had when I read it, and that's exactly what this one was. This is The Briar Club by Kate Quinn. I'm going to put it in I Love You, Idiot. No, actually, I'm going to put it in Poop in the Mouth. I'm going to put it in It's Not Bad. It was okay. It was a good historical read. I hadn't read it for a while, so I thought it was solid. The Christmas Tree Farm. I did not enjoy this book. I was rooting for it. I was rooting for it to be a cute Christmas romance, but I did not like the main character really. Like, I liked the guy, but the girl, she was just so like mean and aggravated all the time. A Sorcerer Comes to All. It's not bad. It was my first T Kingfisher, and it was okay. It wasn't anything, I think, to write home about. But again, that is just my opinion. Spookily Yours. New Phone Who This. No clue what this is about. A witch. Halloween. That's why I read it. That's all I got. The Songbird of Heart and Stone. I'm going to put We Were Rooting for You. This is kind of the sequel companion novel to Serpent and the Wings of Night, which I love and adore that book. This book follows a different character, which I liked, but it just wasn't it for me 100%, so that's why it's there. The Night We Lost by Laura Dave. I'm going to put It's Not Bad. It wasn't horrible. I've learned now with Laura Dave it's more mystery than thriller, so I think knowing going into that you have that expectation met. Lost and Lassoed, again, it's not bad. Like, her books in the series is just okay. They're not anything that I think I'm going to be like, this was a 5 out of 5. It was just kind of mediocre. Given Our History, I Want to Forgive You and I Forget You. I did not like that book. I bought it because of the cover, because it's very fallish. Didn't like it. That's all I have. Everyone in My Family Has Killed Someone. I really enjoyed this one. I actually listened to this, and I highly recommend it for that. So I'm going to put it in I Love You, Idiot. I did really enjoy it. Then How My Neighbor Stole Christmas by Megan Quinn. Oh, I'm just going to do it. I'm going to put it in I Want to Forgive You and I Want to Forget You. First of all, I'm just going to do all my points. So there's a lot of things. Number one, this was over 500 pages and it was a Christmas romance. Number two, there was a lot more steamy scenes than I was expecting. I'm not like I'm disapproving it, but I just felt like it was too much when that got introduced. That kind of took away from the plot. And number three, it was over 500 pages for a holiday romance. Like, that's 2 strikes right there. It's just, who needs a holiday romance over 500 pages? I don't. I really don't. But I guess that might just be me. My December Darling by Lauren Asher. I don't remember a freaking thing about it. It was a holiday novella. It was cute. I remember liking it. Do I remember anything about it? No. The Most Wonderful Crime of the Year, though, I did really enjoy this one. So I'm going to put this one in. If I can get it, I Love You, Idiot, because I did really like that one. It was a holiday romance with like Knives Out type of thing. Everyone This Christmas Has a Secret by Benjamin Stevenson. This one I'm going to put it wasn't bad. This is kind of the sequel to Everyone on This Train Has a Secret or Is a Suspect, whatever. Or no, Everyone My Family's Killed Someone. Sorry. This was like a short mystery novella for the holidays. It was okay. Middle of the Night by Riley Sager. We were all rooting for you. Disappointed, disappointed, disappointed. Play Along by Liz Tomforty. I really enjoyed that one. Oh my gosh. This one again, I Love You, Idiot. So my favorite in the series for sure are The Right Move and Play Along. Really enjoyed them. And lastly, I have P.S. I Hate You by Lauren Connolly. I think I will put this in I Love You, Idiot. I did really enjoy it, and it made my top 10. I did like it a lot. So there you have all the books I've read in 2024. As you can see, clearly, the most categorized is it's not bad. Like, I guess I just read a lot of mediocre books, but kind of, I also read books I totally forgot about. So, overall, I look back at my year kind of at 2024, and it was a decent reading year. As always, again, I think I worry more about the quantity over quality. That's something I'm always trying to be better about and something I'm constantly failing at. It sucks, but it's a realistic thing, you know? So I'm going to try to do better with that this year. Like, read more quality books and books that I just don't want to read just to read, to like pass on by. I know it's not going to be something I love. Does that make any sense? I'm not sure. But either way, that was my tier ranking of 2024. I would love to know your thoughts and feelings about it. Did you agree with me, or do you want to like throw everything at me at the screen? I totally understand. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.